Is it possible? Let me put it this way. From experience, the fastest I've ever seen a home buyer go from no home loan pre-approval letter to getting a home loan pre-approval letter and getting their offer accepted is 3 hours. Yep, that really happened with a first-time home buyer I worked with in Las Vegas, Nevada. It can happen for you too. So let's talk about how to get a home loan in less than 30 minutes. In this video, you'll learn what you need to know to get your ducks in a row and ready to go. Plus a free download too. Let's get to it. My name is Andrew Finney and I'm an active real estate agent in Las Vegas, Nevada. My passion is to help you make sense of real estate. Over the years, I've put my experience as a top real estate agent to work for my many satisfied clients and for you in the hundreds of videos I've made about home buying, home selling, home ownership, and real estate investing. This is to give you the insider knowledge of what to expect so you can succeed with your real estate goals. Let's get after it. Just a quick heads up, this is the 4th video of a 7-part mini-series on how not to get screwed buying a house. The best way not to get screwed buying a home is by knowing what to expect and what to watch out for moving forward. Just a quick recap of what we're talking about in this series. Video 1 is why getting SOS leads to SOS. Number 2, simplifying the home buying process step by step. Video 3, how to find the right real estate agent and loan officer for you. Number 4, how to get a home loan. Number 5, important questions to ask before buying a house. Number 6, how to know your all-in costs when buying a home. And number 7, the importance of contingencies in your offer. I'll put together an 8th video afterwards for everyone that wants to go for gold in a special marathon version. Okay, so lean in with me. Here we go. Topic number 4, how to get a home loan in less than 30 minutes. I think Mahatma Gandhi said it best. The future depends on what you do today. Think about that for a moment. To say it another way, your future depends on what you do today. Anything is possible, my friend, if you put your mind to it. Now, I think it's safe to assume the reason you clicked on this video is because you understand the value of learning the steps of how to buy a house the right way, and you realize getting this right means a better future for you tomorrow. With that in mind, drop a line in the comments below about how buying a home of your own will change your future and what you're looking forward to the most. Thank you. So lock in with me. Let's pick up where we left off from the last topic about how to find a realtor. What are the 5 main types of home loans? The 5 main types of home loans are VA, FHA, USDA, conventional, and jumbo. But what does that mean exactly, and which loan type is right for you? To better help out, let's review a quick overview of each type of home loan. Learning this now will serve you well in the next steps coming up. Quick heads up, to make everything as easy as possible for you and to help you get your ducks in a row and ready to go, I created a printable, shareable download. Get it for free using the link in the description below this video. Quick disclaimer here, I'm not a mortgage lender. This video is designed to educate you and prepare you to have an impactful conversation with the mortgage lender you choose to work with. For more information about your home loan options, please review your unique situation with a mortgage loan officer. This video is for informational purposes only to help educate you on how to buy a home successfully. All right, with that out of the way, let's unpack the 5 main types of home loans together. Starting with, what is a VA loan? A VA home loan is a mortgage backed by the Department of Veteran Affairs, also known as the VA. VA loans are available to active duty U.S. military members and veterans of the U.S. military. This is a 0 down payment home loan and no mortgage insurance is required. It is important to note that VA loans may come with a VA funding fee. Exemptions to the VA funding fee do apply for eligible veterans. So that brings us into FHA loans. What is an FHA loan? An FHA loan is a loan that is insured by the Federal Housing Administration, also known as the FHA. As such, FHA loans are backed by the U.S. government and are designed to help home buyers with a low to moderate annual income. In many cases, the credit score requirements are lower for an FHA loan than, let's say, a conventional loan. With easier lending requirements, this is why FHA loans are often marketed as a first-time homebuyer loan. In reality, anyone that qualifies can use an FHA loan. A traditional FHA loan comes with a 3.5% down payment amount and mortgage insurance premium, aka MIP, is required. So what about USDA? What is a USDA loan? A USDA home loan is a mortgage backed by the United States Department of Agriculture, aka USDA. USDA loans are specifically designed to increase homeownership for homebuyers in rural areas of the US, and some suburban areas might qualify too. For a USDA loan, a property must meet the basic eligibility requirements. With USDA loans, no down payment is needed for most properties. Income limits and property caps do apply. So now let's talk about the home loan that you've probably heard a lot about called a conventional. But what is a conventional loan? A conventional loan is not guaranteed by the US government. Instead, a conventional loan is backed by the private sector. That means a mortgage lender usually considers a conventional loan more risky. That is why a conventional home loan comes with stricter minimum requirements to qualify, like a higher credit score and a lower debt to income ratio. It is a common misconception that a conventional loan requires a 20% down payment. That's just not the case. In reality, down payments for as little as 3% are possible with a conventional mortgage. It is important to note that for any down payment less than 20%, it will come with what's called a private mortgage insurance, aka PMI. Now, the fifth type here is a really interesting loan. It's called a jumbo loan. So what is a jumbo loan exactly? A jumbo loan is a loan that exceeds the conforming loan amount for the current year. Jumbo home loans are designed for more expensive homes. If you'd like me to make a video about jumbo loans and how they work, please drop me a line in the comments below. Thank you. On a side note here, it is extremely important to know for the purpose of this video, we're keeping everything as simple and easy as possible to understand with the home loan categories we just reviewed. In reality, hundreds of loan programs exist under these 5 loan types. To learn more about what type of home loan works best for you and to discover which loan programs might be available to you, please talk to a mortgage loan officer. All right, so right about now, you might be thinking, okay, that's helpful information, Andrew, thanks. But what's the next step and how do I know about my loan options, right? Hey, that makes a lot of sense and it's the natural next question to ask. So let's get after it. So the next step is completing what's called a mortgage pre-application. Now, I don't know about you, but when I hear the word application, all I want to know is how long is this going to take and how can I get it done as quickly as possible? Am I the only one that feels this way or do you feel that way too? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. All right, thanks. Now, if the idea of completing a mortgage pre-application makes you feel a bit nervous or anxious, it's okay. Especially if you haven't done this before. In life, anything new to us usually makes us feel at least a little bit nervous, and if we're being honest about it, that's completely normal. It's human nature. Because of that simple fact, that is why this can screw a home buyer if they allow their fear of the unknown to stop them from taking action. Nothing ventured is nothing gained. So perhaps the great Roman philosopher Seneca put it best whenever he said it this way: there are more things to alarm us than to harm us, and we suffer more often in apprehension than reality. So what does that mean? To put it another way, fear is really an acronym for false evidence appearing real. The best way to replace fear is with knowledge, and you're doing that right now. Great job. In case it helps out, I'll let you in on a little secret. There aren't any right or wrong answers in a home loan pre-application. Just answer the questions honestly and do the best of your ability. Anything you might be unsure about, just ask the loan officer. It's really that easy. Anyways, the good news is that the average mortgage pre-application usually takes about 10 to 15 minutes to complete. To better help you wrap your mind around this and to show the types of questions that will be asked, let's do one together. For this example, let's use a loan officer site that I work with a lot here in Las Vegas. His name is Bill Marin and he works with New American Funding. His site is billmarinloans.com. Here we go. Okay, so the website that we're on is billmarinloans.com. The first thing that we want to do is hit Get Pre-Qualified. It's going to tell you how to start your application by entering your name. Let's have a little bit of fun and say, I'm a, and then let's go H buyer, right? So I'm a home buyer. You get it? Kind of fun. So, and then let's go, I'm a F first time home buyer, right? And there we go for the email at gmail.com. And then we'll just use my phone number here as the example to get going. It's a purchase loan. And let's say referred by Realtor, Andrew Finney. There we go. And creating a password. It's important to note that when you're creating the password, that oftentimes a special character, uppercase, lowercase, and numbers are needed for this. It is a secure profile unique to you, and your security is very important. So let's go ahead and create a simple generic password. I'm just going to go with I'm a buyer 2021 with the special characters, of course, and just making it completely generic. And there we go. And sign up. And then it's going to load up the questions that you could be expected to be getting asked here when you do a mortgage loan pre-application. I normally recommend that if you're doing this on a smart device or on your computer, to save your password if it is a personal device. Over here it says welcome, and now we're going to get started. So when we click get started, it's letting us know a few different details. Obviously, who we're applying with here, New American Funding, your loan officer's phone number if you have any questions, or if you need technical support, the number to call as you're doing this. So tell us about yourself. Very simple. We've already given our first and last name. If you had a middle name, put it there. And let's say date of birth. Let's say that we're a young home buyer born in January 1st of 2000, so 21 years old. Social security number obviously would need to be a real social, but just for the purpose of an easy example here, let's go ahead and go with 1 through 9. And please let us know how to best contact you. Let's say that you like to text, and there you go. And tell us about the property you're buying. Have you selected a property yet? No. So click next. What is the property use? We click on that. And if you're buying this to live in this property, like an owner occupier, that would be considered a primary property. Where do you want to buy? In Las Vegas. And over here under state, go ahead and type in Nevada. County is Clark, and click next. Over here, tell us about the loan that you want. Okay, so if we're uncertain about how much we can get approved for, but we think we have an idea, let's say that idea might be like $350,000 for a home that we would like to buy. And let's say we saved up maybe 3% as a down payment, or that we want to put a down payment of $10,000, and click next. And this is really important. Who will be on the loan? Will you be applying for an individual or joint credit? So what this question means is if you're applying with like your spouse or a significant other, that would be joint credit, and they would need to also answer the same questions that we're going over right now. And for keeping it simple for this example, let's go with individual credit. And let's say that we're unmarried, and then click next. We're proud to offer VA military loans. Are you or your spouse eligible for a VA loan? Let's say, yeah, I'm a veteran. Okay, cool. So please select the following that applies. Are you currently serving, currently retired, discharged, or separated? Let's say that we're currently retired or end of active service. Do you or your spouse currently have a VA loan? No. Do you or your spouse have monthly child care expense? No. Just so that you can see the type of questions being asked here, we're just making it nice and easy and keeping it simple. So please tell us about your real estate agent. Let's say yes, we're working with one. His name is Andrew Finney with King Realty Group, and using my email here and my phone number here. There we go, and click next. Please provide your resident history for the past 2 years. Perfect. Let's say that you're renting, and let's make up an address. 123, well, looks like we didn't have to make one up. Let's use this one, 123 South Main Street in Las Vegas, Nevada. That's pretty fun. Didn't even know we had one. Now we do. So when did you start living here? Let's say you started living here in January of 2015. There we go. And let's say the monthly rent is $1,500. Okay. And then do you own any other properties? No. And now it's getting ready to begin the next section. And then it's going to ask us the following questions here. On the left side, it gives us our progress bar with our profile, income, assets, declarations, and the summary. Again, the loan officer right here, his information, Bill Marin. And then we need to complete all of this information in here. So it's pretty easy. Let's go ahead and get started with employment information. Let's say employment information is IKEA. There we go. And let's say the title is manager. And let's say that we started employment there in 2010 or 2007. 17 would probably be better. Keeping it in congruence here, Ben. Remember, I'm only 21 years old for the purpose of this example. So how long have you been in this line of work? Let's say 3 years. Business address, let's go back to our 123 Main Street example here. And monthly base salary, let's say is $5,000. And it's going to ask you, do you receive other types of income for this job? Let's say no. And say that this right here is asking you if you're employed by a family member, a property seller, a real estate agent, or other party to the transaction. So if not, then you just say no, and I'm done. Begin the next section. See how quick that was? Over here, enter your bank account information. Let's say that you bank with Chase, and then we need to make up a nice, fun account number. And then let's say that this is a checking account and that we've saved approximately $15,000. And over here, let's say that we are the owner of that account. So we're the borrower. And then we click next. And you would just go through all of your accounts right there. A little pro tip here to get it done more quickly is to know your account and routing information. Now this is where underneath the declarations, see, we're almost done with this already. Underneath the declarations, there's a lot of questions. Please note that if you answer yes to any question, A through I, you need to add a note for an explanation. Again, we're gonna keep this very simple, okay? So the first question is, are there any outstanding judgments against you? No. Have you been declared bankrupt in the last 7 years? No. Have you had a property foreclosed upon or been given a title or deed in lieu thereof in the last 7 years? A bit wordy here, but essentially if that hasn't happened to you, you click no. Are you party to a lawsuit? No. Have you directly or indirectly been obligated on any loan which resulted in foreclosure, transfer of title in lieu of foreclosure, or a judgment? If you have a question about that, the little blue box right here pops up so that it can further explain what they're asking. Let's say the answer is no. Are you presently delinquent or in default of any federal debt or any loan, mortgage, financial obligation, bond, or loan guarantee? Let's say no. Are you obligated to pay alimony, child support, or separate maintenance? Again, let's say no. Is any part of the down payment borrowed? Let's say no. Are you the co-maker or endorser of a note? So if you don't know what being a co-maker or endorser of a note is, it's absolutely okay. Just know that the answer here would be no. Are you a U.S. citizen? Yes. Are you a permanent resident alien? No. Do you intend to occupy the property as a primary residence? Yes. Over here underneath demographic information, I do want you to know this is not like racial profiling or anything else like that. This is purely for statistical point of view. Right here, it tells you straight up the reason they would ask you this information, and you do have the option to not respond at all if you don't want to. But the purpose of the demographic information is for collecting information to help ensure that all applicants are treated fairly and that the housing needs of communities and neighborhoods are being fulfilled. So this is actually just to make sure that everybody's being protected. But for the purpose of this example, let's just go ahead and say I'm not Hispanic or Latino. I don't mind telling you that I'm white, and over here underneath your gender, you have female, male, or you do not wish to provide this information. It's up to you. And we're almost done. You see how quick this is? Now we're in summary. So now it's just about verifying the information that we put in on the initial part of the application. Everything looks good. Then what you do is you just take a look at it. Like, okay, everything looks good to go. Scroll down to the bottom here. Read the acknowledgement. Okay, and then the summary will pop up. You notice that we have a couple of red items here that said they need to be responded to. Let's go ahead and click on that. So it wants a phone number here. Again, we'll just use my phone number here. That's nice and easy. And then we're done. It'll take us back to our summary page and we'll see if we're good to go. Okay, so it's still asking. We still have a red. See how quick it is to find what we missed? Oh, there we go. And I even highlighted it in red for us to make it easy. Have we had an ownership interest in any property in the last 3 years? No. So it's pretty cool. When people talk about first-time homebuyers, the definition, technical definition of a first-time homebuyer is anyone that has not had ownership interest in a property in the last 3 years. Pretty fun that way. Okay, so next. So now we should have cleared out and answered all of the initial questions being asked of us. Back to our summary page, and now notice that right here it says apply now. We click that, and then it's going to create a personalized dashboard for us, and that's going to bring us actually to the next step. So that next step is uploading all of your documentation and getting everything ready to go. So we're going to take a closer look at exactly what's going to be asked of you in the next part of this video. Okay, on this screen, this is what's going to ask you to upload your documentation, and it'll give you a list of the documents being requested. Now, to make it easier and to help better prepare you for success, let's go ahead and take a quick look at what's going to be asked of you moving forward. Okay, so just to better set you up for success, let's go ahead and get back into the video and make a quick bullet list of what's going to be requested so that you can get all your ducks in a row and ready to go. Thanks. Wow, that was a lot of fun, and there's a lot of questions, as you can see. Well, at least now you know how easy and quick it is to complete a home loan pre-application, right? But hold on a minute. Remember, this video is about how to get a mortgage in less than 30 minutes, and we're only like 10 to 15 minutes into that process. So what's the next step include that usually takes another 5 to 15 minutes to finish? That's a great question. The next thing is to upload all the documents that the lender will be requesting from you. Go ahead and get a jump start on this to make getting your loan pre-approval letter as fast as possible. Then you'll be ready to meet up with your real estate agent to view your favorite homes. Who knows, after you finish this, you might be finding your new home today. Now that's an awesome thought, and I'm super excited for you. But before we jump the gun here, let's go over a list of documents a mortgage lender will ask you to provide. You'll need your last 2 years' tax returns, 1 month of your pay stubs, W-2s, or other proof of income, 2 months of your bank statement showing your checking and savings accounts along with any other assets accounts you might have, like a 401k or a stock portfolio. You'll need your photo ID, and it must be a government issued ID like a driver's license. Quick side note here, there might be other documents needed if you already own a house or if you're self-employed. If so, the loan officer will let you know and send you an email to give you a quick list of what those documents are. So that brings us into a question of the day here. So real quick, what's your aha moment from the video? Drop your aha moment in the comments below this video. Thank you. All right, now let's get back into it. Just a quick reminder to make everything easier for you and to help you get your ducks in a row and ready to go, I created a printable, shareable download. Get it for free using the link in the description below this video. Thank you. That's all it takes to get started. When you complete the home loan pre-application and upload the documents above, the mortgage loan officer will review everything you submitted to see if you qualify for a home loan. If for some reason you don't qualify for a home loan, it's not the end of the world. The loan officer will review the steps you can take to have a game plan moving forward of what to work on to get approved next time. If you do qualify for a home loan, then they will reach out to you to go over your loan options and answer your questions prior to issuing your loan pre-approval letter. So let's put the positive mojo out there that you'll easily qualify for a home loan. You got this covered, my friend. When you get your mortgage pre-approval letter, you're going to feel great. I know I did. It feels empowering to be in a position to buy a home of your own. I love that feeling whenever I was told I was pre-approved for a mortgage, and I think you're going to love it too. So be sure to take a moment and recognize the win you just achieved. Life is a series of learning from failures and celebrating wins, even the mini wins. So take a deep breath in and allow yourself to feel good that you worked hard and you've done everything right to get a home loan pre-approval letter. Okay, so no rush here, but when you're done patting yourself on the back, it's time to gain clarity on what you're looking for in your new home. So if you're ready to gain crystal clear clarity into what you really want in your new home, let's go deeper with the questions to ask before buying a house. Click here or click here to go for gold in the marathon version of this series. Either way, the choice is yours. Thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video.